Matthew Dowd from MSNBC has been fired for comments that he made about Charlie Kirk. He was asked about the environment in which a shooting like this happens. I'm going to summarize some of what he said, but he said, "I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions, and I think this is the environment we're in. You can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place. And that's the unfortunate environment we're in." Essentially victim blaming Charlie Kirk. And I've seen a lot of people say a lot of things that were a lot worse than that online today. I think it's important for some of you to remember that even though you may disagree with some of the things that Charlie Kirk said or stood for, you might disagree with his politics, but he's still a human, a son, a father, a husband, and beloved by many. And you might not like the impact that he had, but he still had an impact on people. And I said that to say that some of you, by the end of the week, might find yourself in the same position that he's in. When you don't have the ability to set aside your differences in times like these, you might be surprised at the people who are watching what you do and what you say. And they understand that if you can't set aside your differences for someone that you've never met, they understand what it's like to have differences of opinion as a coworker, as a supervisor, as an employee, if you were to oversee their clients or customers. And not many people on either side of the aisle will put up with that. Despite your differences, you need to have some respect.